Hello dear children, how are you all? Let's begin with a new chapter from the Knowledge series by Amit Publishing House. I am Vandana and I am going to do the last chapter of your book 5. This is the cover page of your book. Let's click a trendy way to learn computers. Today we are going to do the last chapter and the 9th chapter, and the name of this chapter is Robotics. Let's begin. So by the name of the chapter only we can understand this chapter is going to teach us something about robots. So as we all know, robots make our work very easy. Let's learn about some of the robots. In this chapter we are going to learn about what are robots, latest robots, fields where robots are used. Robots are automatically operated machines that work in place of humans. So we humans used to take a lot of time, but now robots are there and they do the same work in a lesser amount of time. So these are automatically operated machines that will work in place of humans. Robotics is a branch of engineering and science that deals with the design, construction and function of robots. A robot is a type of automated machine that can execute specific tasks with little or no human intervention and with speed and precision. The first industrial robot was introduced in US in the 1960s. So this was the first robot. Fields where robots are used. So there are many fields where robots are used nowadays. Since technological advancements, there are many areas where these robots are being used. Usually robots are assigned to specific tasks, so let us now understand different fields where robots are used in this chapter. First is security and surveillance. As we all know that we should be very for security purpose or for the surveillance purpose, people are using now cameras. So robots are being deployed as security guards to protect humans. So for protecting humans, these robots are guarding the people. Flyability is world's first collision tolerant flying robot which can fly safely close to people. So this is collision tolerant, means it cannot collide, means so it is collision tolerant and it can fly near the people very safely. So it is the world's first collision tolerant flying robot, and the name of the robot is Flyability. This is the picture given here. Next is the robots are used in the manufacturing industry. Since 1960, the manufacturing industries are using robots for different purposes. Unimate was the first robot that joined the assembly line in 1961. So this is a picture of the robot Unimate. Customer service. Human-like robots are used in the field of customer service. Nadine, a humanoid robot in Singapore, can recognize people from the database of their previous visits. So these are the robots and they are doing the customer service. They are working as customer executives, and the name of the robot is Nadine. It is a humanoid robot of Singapore and it can recognize people from the database. Whatever data is about that person in their system, it recognizes the people from their previous visits. So if we visited there, it can recognize us quickly. Next is cooking industry. Chef robots can cook complete meals for you. They are power packed with hundreds of recipes. So now in the cooking industry also robots are there and they remember hundreds of recipes. Mole is one such master chef robot. Sumozo sushi chef prepares Japanese food. So these are the name of two robots which are very well known in cooking industry. Next is healthcare. Surgical robots help doctors in performing surgeries in healthcare field. So nowadays robots are used for performing surgeries also. Some of the humanoids can be a good companion to the recovering patients with serious illness. So they are doing the surgeries also, they are helping the doctors in surgeries also. Also the another thing they are doing, they are a good companion to the recovering patients with serious illness. So some people are there who are very serious and they help them as a good companion. Next is space exploration. For going to space also nowadays robots are used. We are recently with the Chandrayaan 2 and it is also a kind of robot that went to space. NASA has made a number of robotic devices to support or substitute astronaut to perform high risk tasks. So there are many tasks that is very dangerous for astronauts. So all those tasks are done by this robotic devices. These act as substitute astronauts. Robonaut 2 or R2 was the first humanoid robot sent to space as a part of STS-133 mission. Next is entertainment industry. In entertainment industries, robots are providing to be a great help in managing the cameras, providing special effects, performing stunts in an action movie, etc. So nowadays for managing the camera, for providing special effects in that program and for performing stunts also in action movies, robots are being used. Underwater research. So this is the picture of underwater robot. Underwater robots are being helpful in bringing ecological balance in ocean. Shipwreck robot search the wrecked ships like Titanic, etc. So those ships that sink down in the ocean or sea, so these robots are used to search those ships and find out what happened to them. So such one ship was there, Titanic, and this shipwreck robot went in search of this ship and to find out the information about Titanic. Let's quickly come to the workout session given here. Match the following. First one is flyability. So flyability is the world's first collision tolerant flying robot. So this is number one. Next is arc welding. It is a robot welding machine. So it acts as welding machine. Da Vinci is a complete surgical system. It helps the doctors in surgeries. And the last one is deep tracker drone. So deep tracker drone is controlled by a video link handset. So these were the workout exercises. Next is we are going to learn about the latest robots. As we have already studied various accomplished applications of humanoid robots in personal assistance, caregiving, education and entertainment. Here are some of them. So we can see the pictures also. THR3, like real world human avatar. THR3 is a humanoid that mimics the movement of its human operator. So whoever is the operator of this robot, what it does, it mimics, means makes the similar sound of its operator, human operator. In future, these humanoids can perform surgeries while their human operator doctor could control them from another part of the world. So the doctor is sitting somewhere in another part of the world and these robots can take their place and perform surgeries in their place. Next is Sophia. Sophia is the first humanoid to receive citizenship of a country. So we have never heard of a robot getting a citizenship, ek nagarikta of that country. We are Indians and we have the citizenship of India. We are humans. But first time it happened that a robot got the citizenship of a country. Perhaps the most recognizable face of humanoid who was developed by Hong Kong based Hanson Robots and was activated on 14 February 2016. So, this is the first robot that got the citizenship, Sophia. Next is Digit. Ford became the first owner of deployed digit humanoid in the factory setting. Ford now envisions that Digit will ride in the driverless car and deliver packages to customer, automating the whole delivery process. So, this robot is used for delivering the packages, and now Ford company is using this robot. Next is Robotics. So, Robotics is an actor that comes with the library of impressions, greetings, songs and gestures. Several of these can be added together to become a robotic theater. So, what this robot does? It copies, it has a library, means a collection of impressions, greetings, songs and gestures of the humans, and it can there are several other that can be added in this to create a robotic theater. Next is now the biggest bank of Japan, Tokyo Mitsubishi UFG, has employed now to help people answer the questions on how to open bank account, etc. So, a Japanese based bank has employed a robot now to help people in opening their bank accounts and other details. Thus, it speaks and understands Japanese, English and Chinese. So, all these languages are spoken by this robot. Now, next is Z machines, developed in Japan. Z machines are music bands. So, now in the music industry this has also came. It has a guitarist. With 78 fingers and a drummer with 22 arms. So, there are two robots made. One has 78 fingers for playing the guitar, and there is a drummer which has 22 arms and it can play multiple drums at a single time. So, this is Z machine. Mole robotic kitchen. If you are not a fan of cooking, this is the right robot to own. So, we can own this robot. This robot is claimed to have skills of master chef. It will learn new recipes, cook for you and clean up afterwards. So, if you don't like cooking, you can purchase this robot and it will make different recipes for you, cook for you, and after that the main thing, that is cleaning of all the utensils. So, it does all the cleaning after eating. So, it is very beneficial for us who don't like cooking and cleaning. Next is Paro. Paro is a talking robot that is used for therapy. So, this is a robot and its appearance is similar to a baby harp seal. So, it looks like a seal. It is a furry device that helps lower the stress level and improve communication between caregiver and patient. So, it is mainly used by the patients. So, it helps in relieving the stress level of that patient. It is very effective when it comes to motivating and assisting patients to relax. So, it helps patients to get motivated and assists patients to get relaxed. Next is Root. Root is a robot with a objective of helping you learn coding. So, by this robot we can learn coding very easily. It can be operated from a whiteboard using dry erase ink, erase markers. It can move along with the path you draw on the whiteboard or on the flat surface with the help of magnet. So, it moves on the screen and it can easily teach us coding. It is used for that purpose. Next is Zen board. Zenbo is a low-cost robot capable of rolling around freely. So, this robot can roll around freely, move here and there everywhere. It can understand verbal commands. It is made to help people remember daily tasks such as exercise and medication schedules as well as doctor's appointment. So, what is the use of this robot? It uses to remember, it reminds us our daily tasks, when to exercise, what is the time of taking the medicines, as well as when is our doctor's appointment. It remembers and it tells us. It monitors surrounding continuously, identify an emergency. So, it looks around carefully, and whenever there is a medical emergency, it identifies that and makes us alert. So, this was Zenbo. Last one is dash and dot. Dash and dot are, we can see the picture, dash and dot are part of an educational ecosystem and are friendly and approachable for children. Dash is bigger one with wheels and dot is smaller one. So, this one is dash and this smaller one is dot. Dash is full of characters and drives around, making noises and shining lights. So, these two robots are used for educational purpose, and these are very friendly and approachable for children. Quickly come to the recall time. A robot is a type of automated machine that can execute specific tasks with little or no human intervention and with speed and precision. Robotics is a branch of engineering and science that deals with the decision, construction and functioning of robots. There are many areas where robots are being used, such as military, healthcare, bank, entertainment and research, etc. Which of the following is an example of a robot used in security? So, which robot is used? So, the first answer is flyability is a robot that is used for security purpose. Which of the following robot can prepare food? So, the correct answer is Mole is the robot that can prepare food for us. Next is, which of the following is a complete surgical system that perform complex surgeries? So, Da Vinci is used for performing surgical systems, complex surgeries. Fourth question is, which of the following humanoid mimics the movement of the human operator? So, the correct answer is THR3. Which of the following robots can perform surgery in healthcare field? So, the correct answer is surgical robots can perform the surgeries in healthcare field. So, these were the tick the correct. Next, come to the fill in the blanks. Robots are deployed as dash guards to protect humans. Security guards. So, now robots are used as security guards to protect humans. Dash can recognize people from the database of their previous visits. So, write down the answer. Nadine can recognize people from the database of their previous visit. Next is the dash robot search wrecked ships like Titanic. So, we can use the underwater robots here. Write down underwater robots. Several countries are working on humanoids for dash exploration. So, they are working for space exploration. Fifth is dash is a talking robot that is used for therapy. So, the name of the robot is PARO. PARO is a talking robot that is used for therapy. So, now let's come to the question and answers. Define robots. So, what are robots? These are a type of automated machines that are with no human, you can say, interventions, they can work. Next is write any two uses of robots in healthcare. So what are the two uses of robots in healthcare? So robots nowadays are helpful in doing the surgeries with the doctors, and they also help as a companion. If there is a patient, so they act as companion and they help them in motivating. Next is name the following robots. So the first robot is a music band robot. So the name of this robot is Z machine. And the next is a robot that helps you learn coding. So the name of this robot is Root. Next is how is NASA using robotic devices in science exploration. So NASA has developed many robotic devices for space exploration, and one of that robot is Robonaut. Robonaut 2 that acts as astronauts. And what is the use of this? Whatever work is, you can say, there is many life threatening things that is not good for an astronaut. So this Robonaut 2 does all that space exploration work in place of the astronaut. So it is taking the place of an astronaut and helping us to explore the space. So children, this was a chapter. In this we have learned many things about robots, what are they, and the fields in which they are used nowadays. As we have read in this chapter, robots have occupied each and every field, whether we are talking about food industry, we are talking about music industry, films also they are playing the role of a stuntman, and space exploration, many other fields. For security purposes also we are using these robots. So children, as we have learned in this chapter, robots are taking the place of human very quickly. So this was all for today in this chapter, and hope you understood everything. If you have any queries, you can ask me in the comments. Till then, stay elated for the next video. Take care. Thank you.